Peter Gray from the AU Review in Australia. Hello, Bob.
How's it going, man?
Very well, thank you. I'm very excited to talk to you. I loved Nobody, had an absolute time with Nobody too. And I know that you've said that a lot of directors sort of shy away from sequels because they like inherit someone else's tone. But Timo made Nobody 2 like a Timo Giajanto film. Like, what
Didn't he?
was there like a moment on set where you were like, oh, like this is going to be a completely different beast from what we did before?
Well, I would say there's two moments, and it starts with what we call the camera test. Do you know what a camera test is? Before
No.
you shoot the film, a few days before you start shooting, they do a camera test. They take the camera, the lenses, the light, obviously the lighting designer, the costumes, the makeup, and they usually just shoot you standing in front of a screen and turning three quarters, three quarters, three quarters, whatever.
Mm.
And Timo shot a scene on the camera test day. It was the scene where I beat up five guys and I end up putting a hatchet in the guy's head and taking out my phone and answering. He did that on camera test day, and it
Mm.
had so much power, and it was so cool and dark, and it was done with one angle. And I just thought, man, this guy, this is going to be great. This is going to be
Yeah.
Nobody won plus extra added value and coolness.
I
Yeah.
mean, on that like added value, I guess, like there's like I guess bloodier instincts like complement the the foundations that's laid here. Like, were there any moments where you thought like this is wilder than Hutch has ever gone before? And you're sort of thinking like, I'm not a
Yeah,
spring
the
chicken.
saw, the wood saw,
Yeah.
the guy who attacks me, and then I whack him and drag him down and put his head into the saw. And Timo kept saying, blood, more blood, more blood, more blood. I think the elevator fight was pretty intense, although that's like the bus fight, really.
Mm.
The other thing that's new is there's more comedy in it.
Yeah.
And there's more comedy within the fighting. So the fight in the duck boat is a great example of there's comedy, there's jokes within what I'm doing in the fight.
And with action, what it means to you personally, like not just in terms of stunt choreography or body count, but I guess like does it like reflect Hutch's state of mind for you?
Um, Hutch has like a 10th gear of rage. And I think when we go there, it matches the bloodiness of a Timo Chajanto film. So Timo, lit a fire under this movie, and I was really thrilled to have him there. I love the guy. Man, he's talented.
I spoke to him when the trailer dropped and like I didn't get to speak to him about his like Australian connections, but I mean
Mm.
like I was just so like yeah, I saw the trailer for this and was just like I love that it's sort of taking what we knew of Nobody and just like amping it to 11, which is what sequels should be.
Yeah.
And like your approach to Hutch, like there's a certain interiority to him. Like he's a quiet man, but he's got like a big punch. With this sequel being darker and more stylized, I guess, do you find yourself leaning more into character or choreography, or are those things completely intertwined for you now?
Well, it always starts with character.
Mm.
Choreography for me is almost never a thing unto itself. It,
Yeah.
it is meaningless to me unless I'm telling you about the character through the movements. I'm telling you how awkward he is. I'm telling you how uh, weak he is, how much he's been hurt. I'm telling you how rageful he is. I'm telling you how desperate he is. That has to start each of the fight choreography plans. In the duck boat fight, we have a character who doesn't want to fight. He's sort of looking, he's just looking to avoid being a part of the fight until, well, I don't want to wreck it. Something bad happens to his hand. And from that point on, now he's like, okay, that's it, I'm in. But until then, he doesn't want to fight.
No, I mean we're all in with you. Like it was just the funnest time. Like I love going to these sort of movies and
Do you
just
know what else? Do
completely
you know what else
letting
happens in
go.
nobody movies that what happens in nobody movies that doesn't happen in any other film except for Jackie Chan films? Pe-
Yeah.
People who are fighting hit their heads on things and get hurt. So in the duck boat fight, it happens twice.
Yeah.
Hutch slams into a bar, and then later he grabs a guy and jacks him up, boop, into the ceiling and whacks his head on something. It's a very human, very stupid, clumsy, and very painful thing that every man and woman can relate to because we've all hit our heads on things.
Yeah, and I think to be that stupid, you have to be incredibly smart about it too. So it all worked. And I'm just gonna say I'm very excited for Normal at TIFF. I'm going to be there next month, so I'm super excited for it.
I'll see you there.
Thank you so much for taking the time out today. Cheers.
I'll see you there.